know, we stay mostly sunny today and tomorrow, but then a cold front comes through later tonight, early Wednesday morning, and then when we'll have a shot of isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms and cooler temperatures throughout the rest of this week. So let's take a look at our upper air look across the continental United States. You can see we have in the upper level trough basically rotating out of the central plains that brought severe weather to parts of Dixie Alley earlier this morning, and it's still bringing some severe weather now to parts of the deep south. So let's take a look at things. Here's the watch warning map. Some dense fog advisories in effect for areas extending from the southern tip of Texas to parts of North Texas, North Central Texas, I mean, and then we have more dense fog advisories elsewhere. But then we have two tornado watches out. One is only in effect for parts of a couple of counties in central Alabama, and parts of northern Georgia, and parts of Tennessee and North Carolina. Other than that, we remain pretty quiet. On the convective outlooks, we have a marginal risk of severe storms for parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas, and one for parts of southern Alabama and portions of New Jersey, portions of New Jersey, and surrounding that we have a standard slight risk. And on day 2, no organized severe weather is expected with a dry, stable air mass. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days. You can see heavier totals out to the east, and down here amounts around half an inch of rain or greater for parts of North Texas. And again, this is valid through Tuesday morning of next week. And so let's go on to the model output. This is the 06Z run of the GFS, valid this afternoon at noon. At 500 millibars. This is the upper air look around 18 to 20,000 feet off the ground. You can see we have that upper trough rotating off to the east. Down here again, mostly sunny day. Highs mostly in the mid 70s today. And on Wednesday, this is tomorrow, Wednesday at noon on Wednesday, you can see we have the potential for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms for Wednesday. Again, a cold front comes through earlier that morning, so that'll set off the potential for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. We won't see any widespread coverage, though. It should be very isolated in nature. Highs will be in the low 60s. And here's Thursday. That cold front basically stalls in our area, brings in moisture. So we'll mention the chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. I'd say the best chance of a spot getting wet on Thursday is basically in the 50-50 range at this point. Highs will be in the mid-50s by Thursday. And here's Friday. A 1036 millibar high begins to develop over the central high plains, and you can see that pushes down some cooler air to the central part of the country. And by Friday we should be in the low 50s as a result, and lows will be in the upper 30s as a result of that 1036 millibar high. But here's Saturday morning. With that high basically pushing the coldest air this season down here, there's some potential that some places could see their very first freeze of the season, with morning lows in the low to mid 30s for parts of North Texas. And you can see that line is very sharp, basically for areas. The highest probability is basically for areas to the north of Interstate 30. So be careful, be on the lookout, because Saturday could be a very frosty morning. But as we go out through the day on Saturday, doesn't really warm much. Highs will be in the low 50s on Saturday. So prepare for some very cold air. And here are the temperature anomalies. You can see 18 to 20 degrees below average for our area Saturday afternoon. But you can see for Sunday, fairly chilly still. Highs mostly in the mid-50s, with lows in the upper 30s. Again, we could still see some frost. Here's Monday of next week. Here's Monday. You could see a 1032 millibar high basically building over West Texas. As a result, we'll stay mostly dry. Highs will be in the mid-50s. And here's a week from today, Tuesday the 13th of November. You can see we have a deep trough basically rotating over the Ohio Valley. Down here, still stay quiet and dry. highs and mostly in the low 50s with of overnight lows in the mid 30s. Again, we'll see a potential for some frost. And here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is 10 days, Friday the 16th of November. You can see we have that trough in the Midwest, and down here, that looks like a very wet look for us. But you can see off the 6 to 10 day outlook off the Climate Prediction Center, it's basically predicting below average temperatures through the 11th and 15th of November. We're basically on this in the center of that 80% chance here in North Texas. So expect some cold weather, very cold weather going forward. And pretty much the same thing for the 8 to 14 day outlook. We're basically in the center of some of the coldest air this season so far. So be prepared for some cold weather going into next week. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days, that's very well reflected off of the GFS ensemble. My highs mostly in the upper 40s to upper 50s and overnight lows near as low as low 30s and mid 40s. I'm sorry. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. Our morning's on a blog. Next video here is expected to be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch the local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and Godspeed.